Welcome back. We've got something a bit special here. It's a fairly early Albatros that's had an entire new canvas put on it. Purchased this a couple of weeks ago. We were told they used it for only 3 days since they had it completely refurbished. It's absolutely beautiful. There is a little bit of bird poo. I think they obviously got bird poo on there. Looking at the badge, I think this top was replaced in the late 90s and they used it for their 3 nights and got a bit of bird poo and they packed it away. Been around with my little brush and got rid of most of it. There are a few traces on there, but it's a beautiful job. It's like a new tent on the outside. All this canvas is quite a sort of reddish, sort of brick red, sort of terracotta-y red. All these lines have been renewed. All these little metal fittings have all been renewed. Everything, look at these lovely seams here. Absolute joy to walk around this beautiful Albatros with its brand new everything. Look at all these rings and detail in these things, absolutely spot on. Here's back to the front with the badge there. It's a late 90s badge, so that was obviously fitted when the work was done. Absolutely lovely. And it's got that rather nice sort of neutral coloured front, which is quite rare, being an older tent. Blue bag over there and the shiny silver poles. Usual windows in the front with the vents. Tiny little hole there in one vent there. Haven't tried to do anything with that. Got the 3 zips as usual. You can open all this up, poppers all there on the bottom, so you can open the whole front. You can roll these doors up. You've got the little aluminium hooks there to hang it all up. Let's go inside. Ground sheet is perfect. I decided to put the curtains in because sometimes with these older tents you find problems with the zips. Well, I needn't to worry because obviously having renewed the top canvas, they've renewed the zips, so we got basically new condition zips in here for the curtains, all running nicely. I'm going to include a photograph of the curtains because you can't see the colour in here, but they're a yellow and white stripe, very agreeable. And we've got the central divider in there as well, and then we've got the old vents at the back. That's interesting. So these have got, instead of a zip, they've got a square vent in the back with little rings and tie downs, so you can secure storage there for your phone and your glasses, even though they hadn't invented mobile phones when this tent was made. That's a bit forward thinking again. Nice little cover there, D-rings on the bottom to tie off onto those little ties down there if you want to close the vent up. Another storage there. All beautiful in here, smells great. You can see some of those traces of bird poo. It'd be really nice to have this out in a bit of rain and get rid of all that. The stuff I did brush off came off very easily. And then looking in here again, the windows with the pop down covers, all the usual Waard stuff. So there we are, a bit of a special. Really lovely again, silver poles. Nothing else to say really, just a rare opportunity to get a tent with a new skin. Absolutely out the front. There are no zips on the front of this tent, I must point out, but there is a single wing here which I've put on the left. One could pin that out. Obviously it sits on the pole at the top as usual, and it's got the rubbers on the bottom. I've just replaced the rubbers. One could pin that either side of the entrance, and then it's got a nice little place to sit. Of course you've got your usual 1 metre sewn in canopy there, so you can have your Earl Grey and your gin and tonic. There it is. Albatros, probably originally from the late 80s, with a late 90s brand new skin, 3 nights of use, looking absolutely gorgeous. A dark material, quite a dark tent inside, quite good for a poor sleeper. Some people, they do vary quite a bit. Some people like a tent with lots of daylight in, some people like one that's dark inside, and this one is quite dark inside. Thanks for watching.